This video is sponsored by Surfshark.
Hello everyone. I'm just walking down to the marina where Rambler, my tiny narrowboat, is moored, and there's a bit of a problem. There's something quite annoying that's happening there. I've already been down to Rambler yesterday to have a look, so yeah, there's something going on there that we need to go check out, so let's go see. Okay, so here we are, and as I've walked into the marina, I've noticed that there's quite a lot of boats sitting very low in the water, and I don't know how easy it is to tell, but Rambler is also sitting very low. In fact, I think since I brought her here 4 months ago, I think it was, it looks like she's lower about half a foot, maybe, to before. I'll show you what I mean. So when I first brought her here, the back bar that protects the outboard engine was kind of lined up to the edge of the pontoon here, and as you can see, it's dropped significantly. And what happened yesterday was I arrived here and I was really excited. I turned on the engine of Rambler, I undid all the ropes, tried to push her off, and nothing happened. Strangely, she is kind of moving still. I think she's just sat on the silt of the bottom of the canal enough that it's too heavy to push out. I'll show you what I mean. So as you can imagine, it's pretty frustrating and disappointing because, yeah, we were really looking forward to going for a lovely cruise and to take you guys with us, but it's just not moving. I think the issue with the marina is that because boats are just sat here all the time, there's no boats moving through to sort of push the silt out of the way with propellers and with that motion. So there's just enough build-up to sort of catch the boats as the water levels get really low. And it also seemed to us that on the canal each year the situation seemed to be getting a little bit worse. And then this year I actually got an email from CRT warning about water levels nationally, which has never happened to us before. We've never had an email like that, and it was full of like guidelines of what to do, how to be safe, and if you were a continuous cruiser, sort of where to moor to make sure you could get access to water. So it seems like it is a pretty serious issue really, and yeah, it's a real shame. I'm going to have a look and see what closures there are and also what the drought situation is and whether the reservoirs are empty as well, because I'm guessing that's going to play a big part in all of this. But the other thing is, people are still cruising. There were boats out yesterday. Somebody's just gone past me right now. So I think that once you are on the canal itself, you can cope with it. Although the last time I did take Rambler out, when I moored her up on the canal, she was scraping on the ground beneath. So I think maybe it could be a little bit dodgy. I think finding a mooring now could be really difficult. Any of you boaters out there having similar problems, let us know. Is this happening everywhere? We are coming up to September, we're coming up to autumn, so I think the weather is going to change. We'll be getting some rain. Can't believe we're asking for rain. Normally we just want sunshine. I guess it just goes to show that you kind of need a mix of both, and actually usually we're really lucky in the UK because we get so much rain. We have a bountiful supply of rainwater usually. I just wanted to quickly mention this week's sponsor, Surfshark VPN. In this digital age, it's so important to be careful with how we access the internet. As we know, it's easy for our personal information to be at risk. Well, Surfshark creates a VPN, which stands for Virtual Private Network. This is where your data is encrypted by Surfshark and made into a code before being sent out into the digital world. When we're out travelling, we often rely on public Wi-Fi to keep in touch with friends and family, to make travel plans, and to organise our YouTube channel. Whether we connect to public Wi-Fi in places such as cafes, service stations, supermarkets, or on campsites, we can be at risk. But with Surfshark you're covered, and it's a vital part of travel because it keeps you safe from data hackers and cyber criminals. With Surfshark you can change your virtual location. Why is this good? Well, it allows you to access content and films that you wouldn't otherwise be able to get at. as well as potential cheaper plane and travel tickets. Watching films is something we enjoy after our days out exploring and adventuring, so to be able to access content we wouldn't otherwise be able to get at has been a real treat for us. Right now Surfshark are offering our viewers an extra 4 months free of Surfshark VPN by using our code Ben and Emily at checkout. So head over to surfshark.com/Ben and Emily to take a look. We've put the link in the description for you, and they also offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so it's risk-free to try out. Thanks Surfshark for sponsoring this video. Right, let's get back to it. Okay, that's looking good in here. And to top it off, Emily's not feeling well, so it's just me for now, but I do have a plan. I was making some music yesterday, so I've got all the music out of my system. But when I was tidying up under here, I noticed all of the tiles that I bought quite some time ago, and you know what? I think I'm gonna make a start on tiling the worktop in here. I have been putting it off, I've never tiled before. I don't know really how hard it is. It kind of looks easy, but at the same time it looks really hard. So, I don't know, is it hard? What do you guys think? Is it a DIY thing or should I get a pro in? So I'm going to give tiling a go today. Right, where are they? I'll show you one. Almost 2 years ago I bought a few boxes of these tiles, and I just wanted to put like a bit of a tile feature behind the sink and behind the cooker, and because of the way that life was flowing, it never happened. For all that time, these have just been sat under here waiting. I've got all the bits that I need to do it. I just need to overcome the inertia. Yeah, so can you believe it? Almost 2 years since I started this boat project. It seems like a long time ago. So much has happened for us guys that I think time has moved very slowly in a way, because it's been so full of activity, of adventures and challenges, and it's just been wonderful having this boat. I think it came into our lives kind of randomly. We were playing with the idea in a joking way that I needed my own little boat so that I could record music and have a bit of creative space, and lo and behold, someone told us about this boat that was up for sale at Red Hill Marina. It just had a full hull overplated on it, and it was on a hard standing at the marina, and we checked it out and I was like, let's go for it, this looks perfect. And it really is just crazy, just thinking back to how it was originally. It was completely bare inside, it was a complete shell. The fella I bought it off was kind enough to spray foam the whole thing for me, and I took it from there, and I can't believe that I actually did it. Looking back now, I can't believe that I made this thing just on that hard standing. I started it off and then it got put in the water, and I did the rest of it on the towpath. You know, I did the rest of it with it bobbing in the water. It's a V-shaped hull, so there wasn't even a flat floor to start from, so I had to build a floor before I could even start doing anything else. And I painted the whole thing, and I guess I'm pretty proud of myself, but there's also that pang of like, I never quite got to finish it, because it was like, maybe it took 4 months to get it to this point, and then we ended up just having to travel a lot more because we wanted to put the boat into storage to go away, and then we were like traveling all over the place, and then we decided to sell our big boat. So all these things have kind of interrupted the flow of finishing this project, but it's still great to hang out in. So it's going to feel good today to hopefully make some progress with the tiling, but please show me some mercy. It may all go wrong, or it may all go right, I really don't know. Okay, well, I'm gonna probably get changed and get all the bits and pieces together and have a look at these tiles. Actually, first, how to tile a wall. Yeah, I think I can do this. I've got a tile cutter, I've got the grout, I've got a spreader, I've got the tiles. I think that's everything. I've laid some tiles out to give myself an idea of what it's going to look like. I do want to cut some of them, so I'm just going to get on with it, get some of the tiles cut, and then give this a proper go. Alright, well, I've cut a few of these tiles in half. I didn't actually film it because I was so nervous about getting it right, that I just wanted to fully focus on it. But I've done it, I've done 5. I did get one wrong. I did smash one into 4 pieces. But these things happen. There is actually one more piece I need to cut just to do this bit, so let's get it cut. It's this bit that gets me. Hey! So as I'm doing this, there's actually a canal and river truss boat trying to turn round in the turning circle, which is just behind me here. And I think they're struggling. I think it's silted up in the turning circle for the reasons I already explained. Not many boats use it, so it just fills with like mud at the bottom basically. And it's a pretty long work boat, and I don't think they're getting it. They might hit Rambler. Best go have a look. They're having a tricky time, guys. They're not grounded though, incredibly, but they're not managing to turn it round. I did have to push them off a couple of times because they were on a collision course for poor little Rambler, which that's no good, is it? They did it. Good work, guys. You didn't get grounded. Alright, that is the first stage of this tiling job. It's looking okay. It's looking pretty good, I'm happy with it. So I think I've got to wait 24 hours before I fill in those gaps, but I'm also going to be putting some tiles on the wall side there. But that was just a good test run for me to see how it was going to look and if I could actually do it. And I think I can. I'm feeling pretty happy about this. Let's see how it goes from here. It does take a while though. Shan't fib, that was pretty tricky. Man, I think the grout adhesive was just starting to dry, so I was putting it on, and because it's really warm it was like drying as I'm trying to like put these tiles in correctly, put the spacers in, and then cut the bits to the lengths that I want them to be at. There's this adhesive grout everywhere. I'm covered in it. It's all over the floor, it's all over the worktop. Man, I need a break. Okay, I'm sweating. Crikey, these tiler guys, these are some skilled guys. You know, this is a little job in Rambler, but I think if I was doing anything on a larger scale, I would be getting the pros in. Okay, I've been working out for a while. It did turn out to be pretty tricky once I got onto the wall sections, but I am really happy with how it's looking. I'm gonna have to leave it there because I've actually run out of the grout adhesive. But I've done a good amount for now to just leave it and come back to it next time. So that is my tiling saga done for today. See you later.
Hello there.
Hello.
What is it that you are reading?
I'm reading a wonderful book by a friend of ours, Adam, who you may remember from some of our episodes in the past. He's a good friend of ours, and recently he's sent us this incredible book that he's putting out into the world soon. Can you believe it? It's called Floating Home, as you can see from the front cover. It's about life on a boat and much more as well, as I'm discovering. It's about his life growing up and the wisdom that he's gathered on the way, and it's just been wonderful reading this. I'm getting so into it. It's quite deep and quite philosophical, and just, I suppose you'd probably call it life affirming. It's probably in that category.
Nice.
And yeah, it's just one of those books you can really get lost in and sink into. Yeah, so he's putting it out soon, and I think it's already on the Waterstones website, so it's a pretty big deal. I'm really excited for him. We've both been getting super excited for him.
So yeah, go check it out. We'll put the links in the description. It's available on Amazon and it's also available on Waterstones, but yeah, go check it out.
Yeah, check it out, guys. Good morning. Well, I ended up staying in here last night. Emily stayed out in the van and I decided to just have a quiet night here and do some reading and just take it easy. Well, it was a peaceful night. Well guys, I've been packing all of my gear away to take with us to keep safe in storage for a bit, for reasons we'll be telling you later on. And we're going to be heading off. We're going to be going out into the world, leaving Rambler in peace, and hopefully next time we come here we'll be able to take her out because there'll be more water in the canals. I did speak to the marina owner and he said this is the lowest he's seen it in the whole 17 years that he's owned the marina, so yeah, it's pretty serious, I guess. He said it's down a foot and pretty much every boat here is stuck in the marina. Although there are boats passing by, I've got a feeling it's going to be tricky to get more in spots because of the water levels. But hopefully it will be resolved soon. Okay, I think I can see Emily driving into the marina, so I'm going to start getting some of this gear over to her. Emily's just stimulated my brain. She has said that maybe you need to check the ropes are okay for if the water level goes up, because we might not be back for a little bit. That one is not okay.
This would tip
if
the
the
boat
water level
up.
goes up a foot again, it would pull it down to the right hand side, so
And probably sink it.
I'll probably loosen that off now. Right, that's good, isn't it?
I think so. It looks like the water is a foot lower than usual.
Yeah, that's
So-
what you said.
Is that going to be enough? Okay, you got your snacks.
Yeah, all the bits and pieces.
And we're off again.
Yeah.
See you, Rambler. Hope you get unstuck. Hi guys. I'm just editing the video and I need to explain why Benny didn't end up finishing the tiling. I think you probably are wondering why. I think it just sort of shows what our life is like at the moment. It is very here, there and everywhere. It's a bit manic. We're halfway through doing things and then we have to rush off and do something else. So yeah, he will finish it. And like he mentioned, you know, this is why he has never managed to finish Rambler, because we are just always all over the place. And at the end of this video, we explain that we are going to be doing a video very soon explaining a bit of what has been going on for us. So definitely look out for that. That's the reason he didn't finish it. We had to rush off, we had to go see some family, and we had a load of other things we needed to do, and we've just run out of time. So there you go. Back to the video. Hi guys!
Hello!
It is a few days later. I'm feeling much better.
Yeah, we've actually left Rambler now. We've left it in the good hands of the marina. He's going to keep his eye on Rambler as the levels may go up whilst
Hopefully.
we're away. So feeling good about that. We've come to visit some family near Preston and had a look on the map and found that there's actually a river nearby. So we've had a really nice walk down to the river and discovered the boats and a marina that's here.
Some very beautiful boats over there. But yeah, we are really hoping the water levels are going to start going back up on the canals, because it would be nice to take Rambler out at some point, but at the moment she is absolutely stuck, as you've seen, or all of the boats there are. The guy at the marina said he's never seen it this bad in 17 years that he's been there, so it's pretty bad.
Yeah, there is some rain forecast.
Yeah,
though.
but not much, not like a lot
enough,
that would fill the canals, so
Yeah.
we'll see. I think it's going to take a while, but for now, poor little Rambler, she's stuck. We can't go anywhere on her. But that is it for this week's video. Don't forget to check out Surfshark if you're interested. The link is in the description. We will see you next time for
That's
a bit of a life update.
Yes.
We know that our life for the last year has been a bit mental on here, and you know, we try to show you the ups and downs, but it's been a bit of a roller coaster. So we're going to give you a bit of an update, tell you what's been going on.
Yeah.
There's a few things that have been going on behind the scenes which we're going to let you know about, and yeah, just give you a bit of an update really.
Well, thank you so much for watching, everybody.
Yeah,
Hope
thank
you've
you.
enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, thanks to our members and everyone who's bought us coffee. We will see you next time.
Goodbye.
See ya. Bye. Also, guys, don't forget to go check out Adam's book. It's beautiful. Again, the link is in the description for that as well. So go check it out. You can pre-order it, or it might actually be out by the time this video comes out. So go get it. It's lovely.